Good morning. Good morning. So I don't know if you guys watch the charts, but hold on. That is essentially what happened. See that? I just drew the big red candle. It's literally, yeah. US30 took a fat dump yesterday. And that is the only technical analysis that we have to base today's session off of. I mean, looking at the hourly, removing all of the indicators, it just dumped. And I'm a part of a couple of other groups, and they tried to long it here, and I was like, good luck. You don't catch a falling knife. And this is like a knife that's falling. More than a knife. It's like trying to catch a fucking comet that's about to impact Earth. And people tried to long it here. And I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed with my hold on. Let me just remove my face. I'm thoroughly impressed with my huge blue arrow that I drew yesterday, because fucking I assumed that this type of move would take the same amount of time as this type of move. This move took 5 days. This move, however, which is why I really love shorting things, because when you get so much out of it in such a short amount of time. I mean, that shit took 8 hours, not even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8 hours. 8 hours for fucking 1,600 points. Absolutely insane. So, I was right. I just didn't know that I'd be right that fast. Sorry, I will really try not to cough into the mic. I'm still a little sick. My bad. So, we're gonna be trading US30 today. Don't you love how it rejected right there off that 600? Because remember I drew levels at 500, 600, 700, 800, and it just fadunked. Anyway, let's try to analyze this. Looking at the daily, gonna remove all other thingamabobs. Looking at the daily, we've got a like a tweezer top or tweezer bottom here. Now, looking at the closing price of, or the low of this candle, 30,981. Now, we still got like 100 points left. From the low of this candle. So theoretically, the move could still go lower. $216 points. So looking back in history, where else have we seen Jesus Christ, that candle is so big. That's what she said. You know, we get, look at this. Huge candle down. And then it kept going down. And this is like a fat liquidity grab. And then it went back up. Yeah, that type of candle that happened yesterday is not common. I mean, I'm already back in 2021. 2020. Here's a chunker. But even then, like, price went lower. It was 2 days later, but it went lower. That's a chunker. And that's a nice retracement. So, what do we have to go off of? What we have are zones. So, looking left, obviously at a zone right here, but also that's a zone. That's a zone. And the best part about this is, you guys ready for this? The Fibonacci is an Italian thing for how to make money on the internet. Right here, top to bottom move, 50 level, dumped down. So I don't anticipate price stopping here. That is a lot of momentum to the downside. And there are people in existence that didn't see the news yesterday. And so I'm assuming that there's going to be more of a sell-off today. There might be a bit of a period of consolidation, just, you know, like a relax phase. But I think that price will continue down to this zone. This is my first-ish take profit. Not take profit area. This is my directional bias. I think most likely US30 will eventually go down to 30,000. And if it breaks 30,000, then the next zone I don't even want to think about that yet. Let's focus on current price. So my directional bias is bearish. Let's read some comments. When we started yesterday, I was minus 3,800. At the end of the day, I was only minus 78. You taught me how to be patient for the trade. Usually place like 100 trades, but it was only 36. Good job. Today morning, I decided to go long. I don't use trailing stop losses now. I mean, it wasn't really manipulated up. There was a bit of a push up before the news event, and then it tanked down. But if you know, racked up a fib level, you could see a 50 level retracement. And yesterday, if you remember, I was talking about this imbalance, right? So like price pushed up, and if it didn't reject off that 500 level, then it would continue pushing up, you know, from 600 to 700 to 800, trying to cover this imbalance. There's still a bit of an imbalance right here between 32,684. Yeah, there's like a 100-point imbalance here. So, but I don't know. Just a bit of an imbalance. I think today is going to be a really shitty day to trade. But we're going to do it anyway. So right now, let's see. When did the day start? Right now we're living in this zone. And I think price is going to push lower. Even to that bottom range. One to 2.4 gets us an 89-point move with a 35 stop loss. Fuck me. Don't take that trade. Let's see. It's really hard to... It's easy to do price action when price is trending consistently. It's forming structure, it's breaking structure. It's very easy. When you get things like this, you're basically walking into one of those like escape rooms with no directions whatsoever. And it's like, okay, figure it out, have fun. But watch out, there's somebody trying to kill you. So, I'm going to have myself a cigarette and get into it. Of this entire move, hiding my drawings. God damn it. That's so dumb that you can't. Of that entire move, if it retraced, it's going to retrace this area. So I'm going to draw up that, and I'm going to change this to yellow. To yeller. So that I don't have to have my fib tool up, and I just know. Also, I'm going to draw a trend line, a horizontal trend line. There. I'm going to change that to white, and I'm going to label it the 382, because as you guys know, 382 retracements are likely to happen when price is basically doing that or that, straight up or straight down, because it's got a lot of momentum. And that 382 level corresponds nicely with this zone right here, whereas this fib gold zone, I mean, it's got price here, price here, price here. So this is one of two options on a retracement. The unpatterned, you have to open up a US30 chart and click it and then trade it. I don't know how else to explain how to place a trade on MT5. It's the same as MT4. It's just a slightly different interface. All right. Do you guys remember my video on candle like patterns, right? So here we got dump, do, and continue to dump. Right here, currently have a freaking really long flag, or kind of a wedge. Right? So if it breaks that, it's going to continue down. Because if you Google trading flag patterns, you can see where's an example of a bunch of them. Why won't you just give me a bunch of them? Anyway, something like this, right? Consolidation flag, dump down below that. Bullish flag, bearish flag. There you go. You know, boom, flag, boom, flag, boom. These are really quite horrible examples, but imagine this inverted, right? So, da 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 da. Oh, fuck. All right. I really don't want to jump the gun on this one. What's the name of the tool to draw those boxes? It's called the rectangle. It's the fourth thing down. And you have brush, highlighter, and rectangle. I have these three on my favorites. All right, so again, we're looking for candle patterns, either a 3-line strike or a, right? So we have bullish, 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 and then one engulfing bearish. Or, you know, a bullish, a doji, and a bearish. We want this to reject off of a trend line or a moving average. Right now, it's chilling on the 21. And looking at volume, there is selling volume here and not much buying volume. There's a lot of volume up in this area. And as you can see, there was a lot of volume, a big gap of nothing, which is why price, after it left that zone, went down to this zone, which is exactly what I marked up with my phenomenal blue arrow that perfectly anticipated the entire move down. My arrow, drawn yesterday, what price did. I am a god. No, I'm kidding. I would never, ever, 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 ever be able to catch an entire move like this because, one, I do not swing trade, and two, if I set my entry price, my take profit's going to be 2%. So my trade would have closed at 2%, and then I would have missed the rest of the move. And I would have been happy as hell because I made 2% profit. So, if you guys are looking for one of those traders that gets the entire move top to bottom, it's not me. I am a scalper, period. Jesus Christ. I feel like I've been sick for freaking 2 weeks. Absolutely ridiculous. To go to full chart, you can click on any one, like this is a window, this is a window, this is a window, this is a window, and this is a window. So if you double click anywhere in the stochastic, it opens. Anywhere in the MACD, it opens. Anywhere in the RSI, it opens. Anywhere in the price, it opens. That's how you go full screen on any one of them. All right, so looking at confluences. Stochastic is in the upper half, going up. MACD is below the 0 line, but showing bullish momentum because crossing up and showing green, as you can see. Crossing up, showing bullish, but it's weak. And RSI is in the middle. So we have no definitive confluences telling us to freaking trade. So this is probably going to be another long stream. Jen's I'm good, still a little sick, but the show must go on. Somebody asked me if I could look at GBP USD. Volume, medium volume, low volume. Huge move down. Same as US30. .382 retracement would correlate with this. So like that. MACD above. Stochastic crossing down. RSI up. Relatively high volume right here. Sitting at the 100. 200 would correspond also with that 382, so we might see a bullish push. But before that happens, we might get one of these. You know? Retest this volume zone. Maybe push up. I don't know. Just a thought. All right, so we got like a hammer-ish right there. But no arm to swing it. The arm is going in the opposite direction. Yeah, there's news today. It's called the freaking what is it called? PP some shit? PPO? PP? PPI? Yeah, PPI at basically an hour before New York open. If we check the economic calendar, I will know exactly what it's called. So, 46 minutes, there's one high impact news, which is inflation rate. And then in the US, PPI mom. See? Already knows things. That's in 7 hours and 16 minutes. So the previous was negative 0.5. Consensus is negative 0.1. I'm pretty sure that we're going to go down a bit more. We're just waiting for price action to tell us what it's going to do. I don't trade news because whether it's good news or bad news, the price does what the price does. So far it's respecting my invisible imaginary line here. Wick, wick, wick. Three-line strike. Could we get a 1-2 out of this? Sorry, I phantom trade all the time if you guys missed yesterday's stream, so I'll like just put shit up and see if I was right or wrong. But I mean that seems like a pretty decent setup. There's a lot of buying volume versus selling volume here. So curious. Very curious. So with the 3-line strike indicator, if you go to the settings, plot 3-line strike meme symbols, it'll change it from arrows to meme symbols. Yep. This is why I phantom trade. There we go. Jesus. So, I don't know why my open, high, low, close wasn't on there. But if we look at the high, 31,201 and 31,201. So right there, rejection wick. Still trading in that wedge. Frankfurt's going to open in 38 minutes. There's a bug in my water. More protein, right? Hi. Just waiting. Yep. Nice fat bug. Gross. Who knows if it was just laying on a piece of poop and then went into my water. So, as you can see, volume profiles showed a lot of buying right here. Created the new high volume area. Price wicked and spiked off of it. But again, still trading within this zone. Overall, price is below all of the moving averages on the 1 minute. And now switching to the 5 minute, it is below the 21. We got this weird doji candle in the middle of this range. We just gotta wait probably till Frankfurt to see which direction it's gonna choose, because it's gonna break out of this wedge and go either to the top of this range or to the bottom of this range. My bias is bearish, so I would be more geared towards that. Now, if this wicked above this, it would have been a pretty happy camper. So it would have gave me another confluence to my bias. Looking at MACD, we are crossing up. RSI is above the 50, no, below the 50, still sitting in the dead zone. Stock is crossing down. And volume is non-existent, essentially. This kind of interests me. Had some ultra high volume spikes here, right? I'm glad you enjoyed yesterday's stream. I don't know if I'll trade Friday. I don't really want to. I don't like Fridays and Mondays. No, I can't trade Friday. I'm leaving. Yeah, so I won't be trading Friday. Today is Wednesday. Dude, my week is so wonked because I didn't trade Monday. And so I think that today's Tuesday because it's the second day of me trading. Man, I really hate trading wedges and triangles and all of that because it's so not price action. It is essentially, but I like structure price action. It's so much better. All right, so we got a break. If we can get a retest and a rejection, I might consider. And back into it. Dumb. Again, it hit that high volume area and went up. honestly, guys, I might not trade this today because, as you all know, I like my momentum and my trend. And right now, look at all these moving averages. It's not nice. And this is also not nice because the 21 is curving. None of it is nice. But we can't always expect a beautifully trending market when we're trading, especially when we have time constraints due to a challenge account, which is why I've failed 2 previous challenge accounts in the past because of the time constraints. Sometimes you just get unlucky and you get shit trading setups and you force trades and it ends in a failed account. Big engulfing candle down. Still living in that wedge. No, I mean, I have my watch, but it's charging. Because, I mean, that's why I went with the Garmin, because I haven't charged that watch in like, I think 11 or 12 days. And so this morning it was at 4%, and so I figured I'd charge it. Which is why I got the Garmin, because the battery freaking lasts forever, and I don't ever have to think about it. I'm trying to give you guys gifts. For those of you just hopping on now, I am not in a trade. This is a phantom trade that I did off of this 3-line strike. So it's just there for reference. Overall, my bias is short, and I'm waiting for it to do something out of this range. Overall, I don't like what price is doing. It's as flat as my back. Oh, on a side note, I don't know if I should share, but yesterday I had a personal training session. I've been working out 2 to 3 times a week since August 1st, as well as being on a carnivore diet. And yesterday, after my workout, took a shower, and then I got out of the shower, and I was walking by the mirror, and I was like, huh, I seem to have gotten fit. So I'm going to share a picture with my shirt off. This should go viral. So yeah, there's that. It's kind of cool. So, broke out of that range to the upside. Kind of cool. And we'll see what happens. This wick is where I drew that box. God, trying to do technical analysis and showing a short-term 1-minute trend within a consolidation range is so... Ugh. Okay, 3 bearish, 1 doji, and forming a bullish. I drew a fib level off of a 5-minute candle to see if it'll reject off of the 50 gold zone and go up. If it does, it'll go there. So potential trade might look like this and this. Frankfurt opens in 21 minutes. God, I hate this. Literally, like, this is a bearish indication, and this rejection off of a fib level after breaking that zone is a bullish indication. It's so dumb. The market is so shit right now. Yeah, I totally don't want to trade today. I really, really don't want to trade today. So, it didn't retrace off of that fib zone, so it might be more leaning towards that bearish. Would have been it. Tough shit. Very reckless trade. No, because on a messy day like this, there's no plan B because everything looks like this. Exactly. Spaghetti MAs. You don't trade that. It's not smart. Like, yeah, this phantom trade played out, but like at that point it could have gone either way. Rejection off the fib, come up, fuck that, nope, down. Now it's hitting this zone. We're still in this consolidation range. Like spaghetti. Breaking that zone. 5-minute candle just started. If stock is down, that crossover. RSI is down. Somebody said something about a divergence on the 5. I don't see any divergences. I mean, that's double top. More bullish. Yeah. No. So the competition on Osprey is the first link in the description below this video. We're giving away 3 $10,000 funded account challenges. All you got to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Telegram, and sign up to the funded account with your email address. You don't have to buy an account, you just have to sign up. What a trap though, huh? Range, breakout, Nope. It's a good trap. Good job, market manipulators. Oh yeah, so I think at the end of this month they're doing a competition for. It's like gamifying funded challenges, so they're going to be like free funded challenges, and you're going to be able to like compete against thousands of people, and whoever gets the most money in the fake funded accounts, you win an actual funded account. It's actually going to be kind of cool. I'll do a video on it later this month. That was not an engulfing candle. God, we're getting nothing, dude. But both of these phantom trades have played out. So I could have been up 4% today. Fuck my life. Yeah, there's freaking trains in the background. Possible liquidity grab? I almost feel like just like that. Just to do it. Yeah, so like people bought in here and their stop loss is here. And so if you buy, then a stop loss is a sell. And so they just stop them out right there. All right, so my jackass just got into a trade. My trade does not look nice. Kind of nervous about it. But essentially, price is 473. Sorry. $30. Sorry. Price is 148. Stop loss is 168. And take profit is 106. Currently 190 in profit. I kind of already want to move my fucking stop loss to break even. No divergences. Down, down, medium volume. The reason I'm doing this is because there's selling volume here. Like, I'm nervous about this one. This one's fucking dumb. It's such a risky trade. But the only thing holding it up is like this thing and this thing. So like looking at the 5-minute, you know, it's that. Fucking great doji candle. Stupid 3-line strike. Discord hours. Frankfurt just opened. Going against me. Probably going to close at 1%. Doji candle. Closed. Fucking dumb. Got a whopping 132 in profit. So overall, I'm up 1.5% on the account. Such a risky trade. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you got into that at all. I really didn't like it. Probably should have fucking held it. I don't know. I don't want you guys to lose money, and I don't like trading within ranges. Of course. .55%. Whoop-de-fucking-do. So here was my thinking on that trade. Got in here, right? Broke that zone. if you get a wick and then bearish, it's like this like fake out thing. And so it started to come down. And so I entered a trade and it went in my direction, but then Frankfurt opened, right? And I was immediately thinking to take my stop loss and move it to in profit. So it would have been like right there. And so it was like dancing between 400 in profit, 370, and then got down to like 150 in profit. And I would have rather had 150 in profit versus a small loss or break even. And so I ended up closing it right. Where did I close it? Ended up closing it right there, which sucks because it went, in my direction. I could have closed it later. But, profit was on the table. Frankfurt opened. Didn't want to risk the biscuit. It's super important for your psychology, especially with funded accounts, to win your first few trades. Once your original balance is higher than your starting, once your balance is higher than your starting balance. So right now my account is at 50,750. And so it's good because you feel ahead, so you have a little bit more wiggle room, right? So now I can take an entire loss, like a 1% loss right now, and still be in profit, 0.5%. And that, it does wonders for your trader psychology. When I'm trading the 1 minute, yes, I I don't sit on a trade and just close the charts and walk away. When I'm on the 1 minute chart, it's so volatile that you have to be like really, really stringent, especially with my stop loss being, what was it? 10. Where was my stop loss? Was it 20 points? Yeah. So my stop loss was 20 points. My take profit was 40. Five-minute 3-line strike. Yeah, but it's counter trend. If you guys watched the beginning of the stream, I did it on the daily and then did a little bit on the hourly and then did it on the 5. But when I was entering that trade, I went on the 1 minute. So this is another phantom trade. I'm not entering this position. what I would like is a retest of this range and the 21. So I would like that as a trade. Ideally. Because, like, if you look at, you know, that, you want it to reject off of there, which would also be break structure, retest structure, come down, but also 21. That I would be way more comfortable taking. You could even get a 1 to 3 out of that if it comes up there. God, if it could just give me a 3-line strike right there at the 21, boom, 1, 2, 3, reject off, I'm going to be a happy SOB. See, if I would have let my trade play out, I'd already be negative right now. Disrespect. Yeah, that would have been stop loss hit. So, had I entered and just let it ride, I would have had my stop loss hit. Very close to take profit, but stop loss hit. So instead, I got a whopping 130 bucks. Ah, so close to a 3-line strike. So close. Ooh. It was actually a 3-line strike on MT4. See? Boom, 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 boom. So if we put in a sell order, and just let it live there, it would hit those same bottoms, forming a double bottom, and get into a trade. It might be a good option. I think I'm going to send the order. 1, 2. Yep, doing it. So I'm in another trade. Entry price. Ah, you fucker. You son of a bitch. Anyway, I'm in another trade. And it's about to get stopped out. So dumb, guys. Yeah. I should probably close that. Because, like, I didn't even check the confluences. All the confluences are showing up. Closed. So this was the trade. Got stopped out. I mean, I closed it manually, but I would have been stopped out. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. RSI is up. MACD up. Stock up. It was literally a 3-part mistake on my part. I apologize. Yeah, but like I understand that it broke structure, but if you look at that, I eyeball fib levels, right? So it rejected off that fib gold zone. I didn't mark it up, but I can see when a price retraces half of the move that it had. So this was the down move and then retrace up, and that was about half of it. So currently not even 1% up on the account. Bastards. My Hero plus Ultra. No, I did one Phantom trade here that would have played out, one Phantom trade here that would have played out. I placed another trade here that during Frankfurt session started to go against me, so I closed it at $140 in profit. And then here I was expecting a 3-line strike off of the 21. When I looked at MetaTrader, it actually was a 3-line strike, so I entered the trade. I closed it early, just barely at minus 400 instead of minus 500 because it was going against me. And then it was my mistake because after checking all the confluences, which I should have done before, stock was in the, hey, I'm in an uptrend area, crossing over, going up, showing green, and RSI above the 50. So I just totally fucked up. London session's going to open in 36 minutes. Just so people have a frame of reference. Phantom trading is good. You shouldn't worry about them playing out or not playing out. especially when it's doing this shit. Like we were in spaghetti sauce land. So don't worry about phantom trades. It's like free practice. It's like when you're playing Mario and you have 3 lives, but you're like, oh, I wonder if I can test this gap. Let me have a free life. And then, yeah, it's like a zero risk playing around. Lower than expected, barely. So GBP USD. So inflation rate, right, was previously 10%. They thought it was going to be higher, but it was actually lower. Sorry, worse than expected result. Wait, wouldn't a lower inflation rate be better? Once you do enough phantom trading, then you just start trading. I'm trading phantom because I just like doing it all the time. Like it's what I do in my off time when I'm editing videos. I'm like phantom trading constantly. The phantom trades will give you confidence because once you're like, dude, I've had 753 phantom trades play out in the last month. I'm gonna start taking them, and then you start taking them. Phantom trading is when you are watching price and you're like, oh, that looks like a good option, and you just do this. You're like, I wonder if it'll play out. Rejection off the 200 moving average on 1 minute time frame. Never mind. I mean, theoretically, you could journal your phantom trades. It's basically demoing without actually like placing a trade on a demo account. And all you got to do is just take a screenshot, you know, take a snapshot on the upper, click this button, and then save it and add it to your journal. All right, let's clean up these charts, huh? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Turn off the overlay. And now let's start looking for some structure, huh? I know we're still in this range. We've got a break and a test. A break and no retest. Rejection off of this. Looking at RSI, we have 67, 66, and 75. So, I think my lovelies, with this high volume zone, and this engulfing candle, and this semi-pseudo doji style hammer, if we get a rejection candle up, it might be a good option for an entry for a trade. So, as a potential, I will put in a long and do that below that volume, and possibly open up my MT4, go in for a buy, stop loss at the 21. Sorry, I don't want that. See, and it's already going down. So this would be a shitty trade. First, I want to check my confluences because it's not doing too hot right now. Crossing down, stochastic, about to cross down. So, no entry because Artie's a smart guy and checked his confluences first, unlike the last trade. This is what happens on the 1 minute because the candles form so quickly. Sometimes you forget to check your confluences. That's what it is. So, we've had another kind of rejection off of that spike in volume. What we want is a nice candle formations. So stock still going down. MACD looks like it's about to cross over. See how there's a tiny little gap? RSI is going down, but is above the 50. The reason I have a long bias right now is because this is not a triple top divergence, you know, showing bearish. This high is higher than this high and this high. So London Open is in 23 minutes. Okay, stock going down, MACD crossed over and red, RSI going down, but no divergence on the RSI. So it might actually retest this zone, the structure that I had previously drawn up, the break, retest, break, could come down, retest. Lots of volume in this area. Buying and selling. This area has like this medium volume. Rejection off of my imaginary line. Stochastic is crossing-ish a little bit. Not anymore. This seems like a good candle formation, actually. Hammer, arm to swing the hammer. Let's see what it looks like on the 5 minute. 1 to 2. Three-line strike on a 5 minute. But in between moving averages, so not nice. Crossing up on MACD above, not a good trade. I mean, losing momentum a little bit on MACD. Still fucking in this consolidation zone. Crossing down below. So on a 1 minute, it seems to have the confluence to go. Minus being, you know, trend friendly. It's literally between the 21, the 50, and the 200. So no, I will not be taking this trade. No, I'm not a healthy person. I smoke, I don't drink, I work out, and I'm on a diet. Life's about balance. "15 minutes to London, so I'm gonna grab a coffee." Yo. I wish my bank account would understand that life is about balance. Seems to be going the other way too often. Yeah, I know what you mean. And I have a very expensive wife. She loves shopping. And so, in order for me to have balance, I need to work 9 times harder than usual to plug all the holes that she's created in the bank account. It's constantly leaking, and so I'm constantly filling it. What's the least important indicator on your screen if you had to choose to remove one? The volume analysis? I really don't need it. But occasionally it gives me shit like this. So when you get ultra high volume, but the candle's quite small, it could mean that it is at a zone. And so, that's why I have this level marked up. And what it did was fucking shit down. So that's a little hack that I learned from The Secret Mindset. But it's very rare occurrence, but it's nice to know. So like high volume, tiny candle, shit down. I have not looked at odd, nor have I done any analysis on it, but glancing at it, on a 1 minute chart, it rejected off a 382 with a huge move down, rejection 382, hit take profit 1, and is now rejecting off of 21 at a high volume area, but it's mostly buying volume. There you could see the gray shaded area is selling volume, buying volume, selling volume. So right now we're getting a 3-line strike because you can see a 3-line strike. So might continue down to the negative 0.382 at 67052. Maybe. Don't take my word for it. I don't know anything about day trading. Walter, how much time do you spend on the chart average per day? When I'm trading, about 3 hours. After that, I want to rip my eyes out. But when I'm bored or editing or whatever, I have the charts up all the time and I'm doing this shit, just phantom trading, placing phantom trades, just to keep my edge while I'm educating people and not trading, because this is kind of one of those skill sets where, like, imagine, everyone knows how to ride a bike, right? But not everybody knows how to, like, bunny hop or, jump or do a backflip. But if you're constantly riding your bike every day or phantom trading every day, you get better over time. And so it's a skill set that progresses over time. If you learn it and then come back 5 years later, you kind of don't know it anymore. You know the general concept, but you need like the constant practice. Phantom trading is just literally putting up buy and sell orders on TradingView. Not on demo account, just like just practice. It's raw practice. My volume profile settings are exactly like this on both, except one is bearish and one is bullish. And that way I have two overlapping volume profiles. You can see I have one volume profile and then the other volume profile. See, and I'm glad I didn't take this trade because I checked my confluences and they were not healthy. So that would have been another loss. London open in 5 minutes. Dude, if we make a double top right here and right here, because right now that RSI was 73 and right now it's 65. So if we can get a double top rejection 3-line strike, might be good for a short position, but I would wait for MACD to cross over showing red and stochastic to cross over. So it's an iffy trade. Again, the entire time we're doing all of this, we are in this consolidation range. Okay. Stochastic is crossed over. We didn't get a 3-line strike, but we got a hammer. Let's see if we can get the arm. And no, I won't be placing a trade for at least the next 7 minutes. Yes, I'm using 2 volume profiles. No, as you can see, I have, let me type this one up. So, phantom trade would have been a winner. Another phantom trade would have been a winner. Got in on an actual position, closed early at $130 in profit because Frankfurt Open started going against me. An actual trade closed at about here. So instead of losing my full 1%, I lost 400 on this one. And then another phantom trade that would have. So yeah, it's just practice showing what I'm seeing while I'm seeing it. I should probably stop doing it to confuse people. What's the NAS 30? You mean the US 30? Brian asks, do all of your confluences match up on all your indicators, or do you bend the rules with the volume profile? Essentially, they all lined up here. They all lined up here. This is the one that they didn't line up on because I did not check them. My jackass was, I had anticipated a 3-line strike off of the 21. We came up, we got this big one down, but it wasn't a 3-line strike on TradingView, but on my MT4 it was. And so I just got into the trade. I did not check the fact that fucking stochastic was way the fuck up here, MACD was green crossing up, and RSI was above the 50 level. So that was my mistake because I'm a rookie and I don't know anything about day trading. Okay, so hello, London Open. How are you today? I see you have some volatility within your balls. Imagine those people that trade having no idea what time zone they're in, what time things start, and then the price starts moving. Oh my God, something's happening. They just have no idea why. The reason I trade US30 versus NAS is because I love Christy and I'm a stalker and I do everything that she does. All right, so stochastic crossing up, MACD showing bullish, RSI going up, breaking this previous structure, high volume. Maybe we might have a little bit of a bull market, but you cannot take one single opening session candle on a 1-minute time frame as law. So we must sit and wait, because currently we are trading above the 200 on the 1 minute, and all the other moving averages are down here. If we take it out to a higher time frame, you can see that the moving average 21 is now swooping up, pushing the price up, and we are getting close to the 50, which is also the top of this consolidation range. And I'm going to adjust this. Or delete it altogether because it makes no fucking shape or sense or anything. So we are now breaking above this range. This is a pocket of selling volume. So I'm curious to see what happens when the price gets here, because all the buying has been down here. Moving up to a higher time frame on the 15-minute, a lot more buying than selling, pushing the price up. Coming to the 21, extending this range out, which was this shit right here. So if price does go up today and starts retracing what it did yesterday, 382 is a possibility, which is also a range. And then here is the Fib gold zone, which is also a possibility. Now, let's get back into the charts at a lower time frame. I would like to get one more trade in today. Unemployment rate for July. Looking at the RSI. 73, 75. So there is no divergence there. Everything on the indicators is showing me bullish. So maybe, just maybe, we could be looking for something in this range. Because we had a break. A-doop. Thinking about a long position right now that looks something like this, with a take profit at 31 whatever. So I think I'm going to send that order and hope for the best. What do you guys think? Take the long or not? It is 7 minutes after London Open. I'll give it a couple more minutes. All the confluences line up. Let's just get into it, huh? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We lose 5% or 1%. Where's the volume profiles? Let's check that one more time. Yeah. Not too much volume in this area. What about on the 5 minute? There's a lot of selling volume in this area. Maybe it's not intelligent. Or maybe it is. Oh, I'm torn. I'm torn, people. yeah, I'm going to go get into this trade. What I should do is go poop. Things always happen when you go poop. Probably another loser. Okay, so reason I went into that trade, right? Went up, broke the consolidation range finally, came down, retested it, jumped up, came down, and I assumed that this would be a tiny S zone. It rejected off of it, came down, broke through it, and hit my stop loss. All of the confluences, I mean, minus, like, kind of in an uptrend, above the 200, above the 21. But the rest of them, you know, stock was up, MACD was going up, RSI was up. So the issue was selling volume here. I was hoping it hit that pocket of buying volume, but did not do so. Why always phantom trade win? I don't know. It's just no, fucking sometimes. I remember the price was like, it was during New York session and fucking US30 was just doing this. I think I got stopped on like fucking 12 trades. And I also agree, which is why I said at the beginning of the stream I don't even want to trade today, because market, after something like yesterday where we saw a like nearly 6% drop within 8 hours on US30, it's difficult to get in the market and scalp during that time. I don't know. It is what it is. Like, trading is trading. And this is again why I don't like funded accounts or being a funded trader, because instead of, if I got on the charts with my personal account and I saw this, I would close the charts and go on a bike ride. But because I have a time constraint with passing this challenge and I need to make use of all the time that I have, you know, I know it's a minimum of 10 trading days, but what if of the 20 trading days in a month, 15 suck? And so you have to make do with what you get. And so that time constraint really, it's not great for your mentality, and you tend to force trades. Like phantom trade, actual trade, but I forced this one. Went against me, so I closed it early. And then went in my direction, but would have hit my stop loss had I let it ride out. So I would have had a loss, and a loss. So I would have been down 3% today. And I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, I do the same thing and I should just trade the opposite of what I'm doing. You should never, ever, ever do that. Ever. Because on the one day you decide to do that, all of your analysis might be correct. Huh. Fibonacci retracement. I have an idea. So you guys, if you'd like to, take a screenshot of what I've done today during the stream. And what I'm going to do is remove all drawings. So 1, 2, 3, take a screenshot. And I'm just going to clean up my charts. It's quite healthy to do that from time to time. And just look at the nakedness of it. I know what's going on. Thanks for watching my stream. I'm kidding. Do you get an extension on the 30 days if you complete the Osprey challenge in profit? I don't know. I didn't actually check the rules. I'm assuming. Jens. It happens. So we broke out of that range and immediately went back into the range. This was the London Open candle. Now I'm on a 15-minute time frame. The FTMO free trial is 2 weeks. If it bounces, you may be able to catch that, but we are under the 200, so maybe a bad idea. Maybe. I mean, that's a big fat rejection off the 21 on the 15 minute. I'm curious. Very curious. About this zone. And what I would like to do is place a smaller trade and get a higher risk to reward. So it would be something like this on a 1 to 4, 8. That would be interesting. Or even that, turning it into a 1 to 6. Or if I got it down to a smaller time frame. Below the 21. No, it would be that. So max potential of that. One to 6.6. Seeing as how the market may possibly just cascade down. Christy uses Stairmaster, so that trade would have been super nice on Stairmaster. Yes, definitely a bearish flag. Yeah, a 10K account on Osprey with the 20% discount is $80. If you get a 10K account and you trade it profitably and you can make 10% per month, that's $1,000 a month. After a couple of months, you can save up enough money to buy a bigger account. It's like one of the greatest entry access, like gate openers of all time. Like at first, they only wanted to give me a discount for the 100K accounts, and I was like, just give me 20% off all the accounts. And I spent months negotiating this, and then they finally agreed to it. So if you guys want to sign up for a funded challenge, link is right below my face. If you click that first link, it's also a link to the giveaway page where we're doing end of the summer giveaway. Somebody's going to win one of 3 10K funded accounts. Just go to the landing page and follow the steps. I'm good. I'm a little bit freaking irritated with US30 and the news and this freaking monstrous downtrend thing. Markets are just shit. Today was a bad day to trade. Said it at the beginning of the stream. Ended up getting, what do we got? Yesterday, 646 in profit. Today, 132 in profit. Then minus 400, then minus 521. So overall, I'm down. I am down 0.3% on the account, which sucks. $162. But it is what it is. Just waiting for a good trade. Probably won't happen today. I honestly kind of just want to end the stream and not trade for today. What do you guys think about that? I literally don't think it's a good option. Are you guys okay with me ending the stream? 1 for yes and 2 for no. Vote now. I don't know. I'll have to look into the rules. I'll post it in the community later. Can somebody remind me what 1 was? I can't remember if it was 1 end the stream and 2 keep going or not. Sorry, my brain's not functioning. Plus, I've already had 2 back-to-back losses, which is like my rule for stop fucking trading. Okay, cool. Thanks for reminding me. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, and will actually also end the stream on OBS, which is why yesterday there was a random fucking live stream. So sorry about that. Thanks for joining me. I will be on tomorrow, approximately the same time, 7 a.m. I will post a link to the live stream later tonight. And Friday, I will not be trading because I'm going on a romantic weekend with my wife. Okay? Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye. Thanks for joining me.